There's a lot in a name, especially if your name happens to be Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. All India clung on to was hope, and Sachin was the personification of that hope. The Master Blaster just about warmed up in the first match of the tournament. Sachin scored 52, including 7 boundaries.
First boundary, is it? Yes, it is, and it belongs to Tendulkar. Good shot, 4 more.
No need to run for it. Just a slight adjustment with the bottom hand, and Tendulkar's got the placement right.
Fantastic shot here from the great Indian batsman.
That's all right for Tendulkar. He puts that away. Juicy full toss. And this is a quick outfield. Second boundary of the over. Well, he's the leading run getter in World Cup cricket. He goes past the great Javed Miandad, who played in 5 World Cups.
I think one wonders just how many records this still young batsman will leave world cricket when he does decide to hang up his boots.
Yes, amazing. Some great names there. And you see there, Javed Miandad playing 33 matches, Tendulkar just 23 for the same number of runs. He's found the gap. Didn't quite time it, but the ball will still reach the boundary.
As you can see, it's not the greatest strike rate by Tendulkar standards, but all the top batsmen from India will take their time to get some form. And that's 50 for Tendulkar. And he's been there before in one-day cricket on many occasions. This is his 57th half-century.
Well, what a dismissal. What an extraordinary dismissal. India's master batsman is out certainly when it went up in the air. I don't know whether it had gone back to the bowler, over the keeper's head. In fact, it just went straight up in the air. What a strange dismissal.
Here we see slow ball, a bit of off spin imparted on it. Sachin going for the cut, bit of bounce, came back at him, hit Sachin's glove and went straight up. And how happy are these Dutchmen?
Well, Tendulkar gone for 52. India now 81 for 3.
Sachin Tendulkar's record against Australia, especially in big matches, is majestic. And when he walked out to open with Sourav Ganguly, it was difficult to not recall previous explosive Tendulkar-Australia contests in hungry anticipation.
Well, that beats the outside edge. That's a beautiful delivery. That's more like the McGrath we know. So straight up to Tendulkar, bowls him a beauty outside off stump. Oh, he's blasted that through the offside. That's beautifully played by Tendulkar. It's running away to the boundary at extra cover for 4. Sachin Tendulkar is beginning to stamp himself on this match already. Lovely shot. Oh, in the air, over the top 4. He has murdered that one. Short outside off stump, little risky, little flirty, but he gave it his all, and if you're going to play that shot, you've got to hit it hard. Oh, solidly played down the ground. Oh, solidly played. You better believe it. Solidly for four. That looked like a forward defensive to me. This is a characteristic that this man has got all on his own. It looks like a forward defensive and it goes for four.
You bet he is, and just what a tough call it is for Tendulkar, Mark. He has to hang around till the end of the innings, virtually till the 45th, 46th over. And what more, once he reaches that stage, he'll have to give a real demonstration of his genius, his greatness.
Oh, that's a big shout, and he's given him. That's a slower ball from Gillespie. That is beautifully bowled. 144 the ball before, the big Yorker to Mongia, and now the slower ball, and he's got the prize wicket of Tendulkar.
Great delivery after a Yorker that surprised Dinesh Mongia. He's bowled a slow ball to surprise the greatest batsman in the world. Off spinner, going on to hit middle stump, a little high on the stumps, but have a look at Tendulkar. He's just watching the ball. He knows the moment the ball hit the pads that he was in trouble. Great bowling, economy rate excellent, wicket taking also very good. 78 for 6 now, India.
Sachin reaffirmed his status as the world's best bat with a masterful 81 from 91 balls, which included 10 hits to the fence. He was awarded the man of the match.
Oh, could be some inside edge on this one. Taten the Taibu. Oh no, it's called buys.
That's nicely worked. That's going to run away. It's a long boundary.
That's a very good shot. Plenty of work with the bottom hand. Nice wristy flick in the end. Gives Tendulkar the power and the placement. The bottom hand coming into play. The bat face closing at just the right time.
Tendulkar's after the placement. Prepared to play the ball in the air like that. That's beautifully struck. Pull shot. 4 more.
Wide and put away. This could well be third man, and does.
The ball was there to be hit, but this is excellent placement, intentionally played in that area by Tendulkar. There was a short point and an orthodox point, and he played it fine enough to the left of that point fielder, but making sure that the third man couldn't get around it. Excellent placement. That was the only area where he could get a boundary, because there was a man in the deep.
Bounce again, and this time put away in front of square. Tendulkar's on the go. And here's the 50, just dabbed down to third man. Sachin Tendulkar, another one-day international 50. And it's looking ominous for Zimbabwe.
Nicely played by Tendulkar. It's another boundary. Tendulkar is going from strength to strength.
It's great placement here. We've seen a lot of Tendulkar's drives go square of the wicket. This one's gone through an extra cover, orthodox position. Hit with a lot of power. That's fine. It's going to be 4. Boundary to end the 19th over. 112 for 1.
Until they carry on in that way. That's nicely played. That's going to run away, and it's going to run away for 4.
This is magnificent placement from Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah! He's bowled him. Sachin Tendulkar. He's been the mainstay of India's innings. A delivery from ground flower that's gripped on the turf, turns, beat the outside edge and cannoned into the off stump of Sachin Tendulkar. Look at those Zimbabweans, ecstatic. They know how important this wicket is.
And the big man, well, he was the danger to Zimbabwe. Fantastic delivery this from ground flower. Gave it a real rip. And Tendulkar comprehensively beaten here. Tried to work it, if anything, onto the leg side, picked the wrong line and hit off stump. Beaten by the spin. He looks surprised, and the Zimbabwean supporters go absolutely mad here. They know the value of that wicket.
Sachin Tendulkar for his 81 was the man of the match, and he was very delighted as well at the presentation.
Tendulkar did the team's cause and his average no harm as he led the charge with his 34th one-day century. He also achieved the distinction of notching up one-day hundreds against 10 different countries.
That's in the air, but past the man at backward point. First boundary of the Indian innings. That's worked away on the onside. Long chase for the man at square leg.
Driven nicely. Not the classical on drive, more of a straight drive that's played towards mid-on. Great to watch.
Well, it's one of the classic shots in the textbook, isn't it? If you've got this in your armoury and you can play it, it's a sign of a good pitch to me, that the ball's coming on quite nicely, that you can hit the ball down the ground like that, on the up. Also a sign of a pretty classy act. Oh, this is a big over for India. That's another boundary, and that is beautiful timing. Clever use of the wrist. 3 boundaries in the over. It's 62 for 1. That's too straight, and it's gone past mid-on. He'll never stop that. Beautifully timed.
Well, he's going to milk the bowler with this kind of field. He's got plenty of options. The straight drive just to the onside. Then he can also play the flick in the air. It's good to see him playing those shots in front of the wicket today.
He's got that into the gap. And a poor piece of fielding will give him a boundary. That's gone through. So 50 for Sachin Tendulkar. And he's brought it up in fine fashion.
It may not be his prettiest, Ravi, but it's at a critical time once again for India.
As this was over pitched, and a good stride forward when he hit it. Should have been stopped in the covers.
Bang, 4. He's starting to get expansive now, Sachin Tendulkar. They're going to rue that moment where they drop that catch straight down the ground very quickly. In the slot and smashed away. Nearly cleaned up Saurav Ganguly. And he just got out the way.
Nicely played. I think the placement was the key here.
That's been a factor all morning, and Sachin Tendulkar just sliced this away. Such a good eye. You see the opening the face because he knows the man at cover is quite straight. Look at that, just slicing it away. Not really in the coaching manual, but when you've got such a good eye, who cares?
There's a buzz around the ground. Well, he'll get it. 400 in World Cup cricket for Sachin Tendulkar. And India 203 for 1. Overall, he's played some fine shots, Barry.
Excellent. Took a little while to get into his stride. I think the track was a little bit too paced, but certainly went down the ground on quite a few occasions, and then towards the end of his knock, he was quite content to just knock it around. It's been a very good partnership, good thinking from Tendulkar. He's a very mature cricketer now. Eventually he gets to his 100.
He goes for the big one, and he's hit it straight, one bounce over the boundary. There is long on, there is long off. Tendulkar was always looking to hit straight down the ground. Oh, that's cheeky. Fine legs up in the circle. But he was in total control of that shot. Just using the pace of the bowler. Oh, that's sliced away. He'll get 4 for it.
That's exactly where he should be bouncing the ball. He just provided a bit too much width. I think Sachin had set himself up for a big one. And then an educated edge.
Oh, that's smashed back. The umpire is flat on the ground. And that is superb reflexes from Alim Dar, the umpire from Pakistan. He was down in a flash. This ball would have taken his head.
And everything else. What's the reaction? He's absolutely only just in time, but nevertheless in time.
He's gone in the air, it's flat and hard, and more importantly, in the gap.
Tendulkar has played down the ground particularly well. So too has Ganguly, for that matter. But the straight hits have been...
He's just going to fall short of long on. Went for the catch, didn't bother about the runs. The bowler may not be happy. That's for more. Reading the bowler's mind, picks up another boundary and lifts the bat. He's got to 152, which happens to be his second highest one-day score.
Well, that's princely batting, that. Very clever use of a little leg stump line, but he knows all the options he's got available. He knows he's got the field placings implanted in his brain, and he just works it round to that effect, around the clock. Really worth the entrance money, and I didn't even pay.
Bowled him.
And Rudy Van Buren has done it again. He's picked up Sehwag, and he'll be able to tell the grandchildren he got Tendulkar too. He doesn't have to tell them for how many, but he says, I held it back. He was through the shot, I deceived him and hit halfway up middle stump, and I made him look a little awkward.
152 is also his highest score in World Cups, eclipsing his 140 in the 99 edition against Kenya. He also picked up his second consecutive Man of the Match award.
Sachin, you'll accept a gold watch very shortly from our two ambassadors. Let's talk a wee bit about your innings. You looked, I watched you before the match, you're planning, you're envisaging a big stay at the crease today, and it worked out quite nicely for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to do that because first two games we played, we didn't spend enough time at the crease, and that was our biggest problem because we didn't have enough wickets. So today the basic idea was to have wickets in hands.
How did you find the pace of the pitch? Because we all thought this was going to be a bit of a seamer's paradise and it was going to swing in the air. It wasn't quite as bad as that.
Not really. I mean, I felt the ball didn't swing much. It didn't come off the wicket nicely as well either towards the start. But later on when the wicket dried, let's say maybe after 50-55 minutes, the ball started coming onto the bat nicely.
Tendulkar made an excellent runner ball 50, hitting 8 boundaries and 1 6. He started off with a bang. Tendulkar reached his 50 in the 15th over, only to fall soon after.
That's well played. Nicely turned off his legs. It's a quick outfield and the first boundary of the game. Tendulkar on his way.
Well, he's kissed it, he's caressed it, and he's just eased it through the leg side. Caddick looking for that extravagant swing again, and he just drifts onto leg stump.
Oh, he's gone for it. And just out of the reach of fine leg. Tendulkar just losing balance as he played it. When he gets his second boundary.
Yeah, it's an extraordinary shot. He loses his balance, he loses his footing. It's his back leg that slips away, the ball's in the air, but it's a powerful shot. It's quite a flat shot. Despairing dive down there. Forget saving the boundary. Try and get him out. James Anderson down at fine leg. Got to make a decision. Do I save the boundary or do I try and get the wicket? If it's Tendulkar, try and get the wicket.
Absolutely. Well, he's gone after that one and he doesn't need to run. That's spanked through the offside and a boundary to end the over. 24 for no loss.
That's whipped away. 2 full into the legs. Well, the good start from England has been undone by the Indian batsman. Well, I think he knew that the response. He was there, his back foot waiting for it, and what a way to bring up the 50.
Well, I must tell you, BP, this is a very different Tendulkar that I'm seeing today of late. He hasn't batted in this fashion. Now what he knows is Andy Caddick knew that the ball was a bit too full, so he knew that compensation would be made with the length. So again, the master batsman reading the bowler's mind, all set to look for that short pitch delivery. And after a long time, I must say, I'm seeing Tendulkar bat like he used to, looking to hit the ball in the air. It's been a natural lofter of the ball, looking to pull. And he was looking to pull for a 6 at all times.
Have a look at this. Knew that Andy Caddick would adjust his length. He was there waiting for it, and I'm amazed that ball's come back, but it has, or it appears to. Pull takes him under 44. 15 from the over. It's 75 for 1.
Tendulkar seeking that 50 now. He's got it. Well, that already has raised the spirits of the many Indian supporters here today in Durban. There will be those that live here, those that have come from India itself, those that have come from England, all with one thing in mind: to watch India have a good day. And if this man has a good day, there's every chance that his team will too. Strike rate exactly a run a ball now. He did slow down there, took him 10 deliveries to get to that 50. Got him. That will make all the difference to England. It's Flintoff who's done the damage for the second time today. The drinks break might just have done something to the concentration of Sachin Tendulkar, but if there is a weakness, that's where it is.
Well, there you go. How many times we've seen it in the past, that after a drinks break, a batsman who's playing so well can lose concentration. And a big wicket here for England. Tendulkar, who was going along so well, extra bounce there that's done the trick. Tendulkar unable to keep it down. England will take that. 2 wickets for Flintoff. Tendulkar departs for 50, 91 for 2.
The world's best batsman scored a scintillating 98 as India chased down a victory target of 274 with majestic ease in 45.4 over.
And the great Wazam Akram is about to start proceedings from the West Line end. And a little bit of swing coming back in towards Sachin Tendulkar. He'll be the key wicket, of course.
Tendulkar on his way in spanking fashion. It wasn't all that bad a delivery, but the timing was exquisite.
Well, the Indian flags are out. This is a lovely way to get off the mark. A little bit of width, didn't cut at that one. It was a back foot push. And importantly, the placement was absolutely spot on. Great timing from the little master. He's away.
And he goes after that one, and it's 6. Just using the pace of the bowler. But there was no half measures there from Tendulkar.
Well, what a hit. Shoaib Akhtar fast and furious, allowing the batsman that width, and Sachin Tendulkar has cashed in on it big time. That's gone away in a flash. That is cricket at its best. Being made to stretch, and really hats off for middling that wide one from Shoaib.
Well, it clearly shows on the surface you may be the fastest bowler in the world, but if you don't get it right against a top player, you'll get tapped. Now, what will be the reply? Superb shot. This is tremendous batting already. A 6 to start off the over, and now a lovely wristy flick to get the boundary.
Well, this is a lovely shot. Working the ball away from middle stump, but he's so good at flicking the deliveries away on the onside. Shoaib Akhtar providing him with that extra bit of opportunity with his pace. All he had to do was to meet the ball with wrists, and away it went very quickly for a 4. A wonderful start on 16 quickly, Sachin.
As anyone who's still having lunch may as well throw their plates and get into their seats. There will be a counter-attack from the Pakistani bowlers, that's for sure. Oh, great timing. That was just a gentle push. And what an over for India. A masterclass there from Tendulkar. 27 for no loss after 2. Turned away on the onside. This outfield is quick enough. A boundary to end the over. 11 runs coming off it. After 4 overs, India 39 for no loss.
That's out. No, it isn't put down. Oh, how Pakistan might live to rue that. Abdul Razak, great effort, but sometimes those have just got to stay in your hand.
You could see Wasim Akram telling Abdul Razak, you should have been on the circle, the edge of the circle. If he was there, that would right down his throat. He tried to reach for it, and this is a surprise to me. You don't see Tendulkar hitting over the top, especially straight down the wicket in the first 15 overs. Didn't get the middle of the bat, went nowhere.
Two skylines there and contrasting starts. Pakistan hadn't lost a wicket till the 10th over. Oh! Oh! Oh, my goodness me. Beautiful.
If he just watches follow-through after he's played the shot, you can see he's enjoyed this one immensely. Look at that. That's for the photographers there. Great follow-through of the bat again. Just watch it go in the direction of the shot. Full face of the bat, meeting the ball.
.50 in 37 balls. And he's come back for the second, and he'll get 4 more. 6 will be signalled all along the ground. Well played, and thank you, Sachin Tendulkar, for the entertainment.
And that gesture after he got to his 50 just goes to suggest that he's really enjoyed himself. He's got a lot of pleasure. He never does that when he gets to a score of 50. He's got plenty of 50s in one-day international. But just look at the reaction. He gets 2 runs and then looks at the overthrow. 4 more. He's delighted. And then the arms go up. That's how he reacts to 100.
Didn't have time to say arm in a sling. Another exquisite stroke from Tendulkar. 88 for 2.
Now this is a sight that Indian supporters will not want to see. Sachin Tendulkar on the ground getting some treatment. Maybe just a little bit of cramp problem perhaps. It is very warm out there in the middle at Supersport Park at Centurion.
It's warm out there, and also when you're playing against Pakistan, the pressure is immense. And under pressure you tend to sweat a lot.
That's a beautiful shot. That's got past him. And it just might run away from him. It does. It's gaining on the fielder. What exquisite timing.
Well, it's been there all day today from Sachin Tendulkar. Exquisite timing and great placement. He's absolutely outclassed the opposition today, single-handedly. Generated a lot of pace from this shot. There you see that flick, helping the ball go very quickly across. And that boundary also gets him his 12,000 one-day international run. Would you believe it?
Incredible. Average of 44, strike rate of 86, 34 hundreds, 60 50s.
Tries to catch it, and it's gone through the hand of Shahid Afridi. In the air for some time. He had to dart across to his right and couldn't snaffle it.
And only appropriate that you have the clone Virendra Sehwag running for him.
He's on 98 not out, Tendulkar. Short ball, quick ball, might be out, is out. Shoaib Akhtar has come back into the attack. The first ball that Tendulkar's faced when he's got a runner, he's been dismissed. Shoaib Akhtar, that was a very, very quick delivery, just under 150 k's per hour, took him by surprise, and he's on his way back. What an end, what a dramatic end to a magnificent knock from Sachin Tendulkar.
And this spells danger for India. Look at the Pakistanis, they're all charged up. They have this reputation of coming back into the match. This is a great delivery. The break may have just disrupted the concentration of the man. Not 100% fit as well. Shoaib Akhtar comes back after conceding 18 in the first over.
Sachin Tendulkar was the match winner once more as India sailed through to the Super Sixes. Tendulkar brought up 12,000 one-day international runs, walking away with yet another Man of the Match award.
Now, Mike Proctor's job today, not only as the match referee, was also to pick the man of the match. There were obviously a couple of contenders, Syed Anwar being one of them, but the man that he's gone for, and I don't think many will disagree, if any, the little master, Sachin Tendulkar. 98 in 75 balls, set it up for India. He receives a gold watch, which is donated by the gold mining industry of South Africa. Sachin, thank you for entertaining us today.
Yeah, this has always been a special game for us, and it's the 4th World Cup. We've beaten them in a row, and you know, nothing means more than this to us. I think we're very excited about the victory, and I'd like to congratulate all the teammates.
I was saying earlier to Wacker that even after you got out, the batsmen that came in, Dravid and Kohli, I thought they played very sensible cricket.
Yeah, especially I would like to congratulate Yuvraj, because he's done well so many times during the pressure situations, and obviously Rahul Dravid as solid as ever. Tremendous.
Tell me a little bit about your innings and the pitch. You enjoyed the pitch?
Yeah, the ball was coming on quite nicely, and I was picking the line and length quite early, so I thought, you know, why not go and play some aggressive cricket.
And you were aggressive. How's the leg?
Leg is all right. I was cramping badly, and then it got worse. Well, I should be all right for the next game.
Thank you for entertaining everyone in this ground and everyone around the world with a wonderful inning.
Thanks. I'd like to thank all the people for supporting us. Thanks so much.
Man of the match, Sachin Tendulkar.
After the blast fest against Pakistan, fans were expecting another masterly innings against Kenya, but that was not to be.
That is a fine stroke. Gee, that's a great shot. Just past the stumps. 4 runs. 3 overs gone. 9 for 1. Oh, great catch. Outstanding catch. Tony Suji's the man that's this time has got the little master. It is a brilliant catch from Tony Suji. So a couple of quick wickets here for Kenya. India are stunned.
And in trouble. 2 wickets down. Sehwag and Tendulkar, 2 very dangerous batsmen back in the pavilion. There's an out-of-form batsman still out there. And the conditions have changed here at Cape Town. We saw the cloud cover. The seamers will relish these conditions. Failed to keep it down. It was nicely timed, but as you said, that's a stunning catch. Tony Suji obliging his brother Martin Suji, and Tendulkar is shocked by the result. So he's gone for 5, and India 11 for 2.
Sachin Tendulkar and Virendra Sehwag laid the foundation with a blazing 153-run stand. He scored 97 of 120 deliveries.
Umpire Shepherd is at the other end. This is the first ball of the match. Voss on his way in. Oh, and a quick single. Mid-on was just a little deep, and he picked it. I tell you what, that could have been quite close if the mid-on fieldsman there, that's Delata Fernando, if he'd have been just a little quicker, it might have been quite close.
He was sleeping. This is a wake-up call for him, because as far as Tendulkar was concerned, he thought that ball was going towards mid-wicket. Didn't realize it was going that straight. Now, these are key moments in the game. Even if you're in form, no matter how big a player you are, you want to get off the mark. And There was never a single there.
Needs to go back a little bit, I reckon. Oh, that's well played. That's beautifully played. Sachin Tendulkar playing from the crease. Has hit that through the covers for four.
Now this is a glorious shot. We saw him play a couple of shots like this in the game against Pakistan of Wasim Akram. Now have a look at this. Have a look at the balance. This is not all that bad a delivery, but he's into position so quickly, offering the full face of the blade. And he's got the placement dead right. That's majestic.
A little bit too straight, nicely played. This will go for four. This house feels fast. Chaminda Vash just can't get there. There's going to have to be some good fielding on the boundary rope today.
Well, this has all the makings of a good game.
Oh no, he's missed it. It's gone for four. He's pitched that one up, and Tendulkar has hit it back at him like a rocket. He just did not have time to react.
Well, this is terrific batting. The reason why I say it is because when you're up against a quick bowler who's getting movement, getting bounce, a lot of batsmen will be sitting on that back foot, not Tendulkar. Moment he pitches it up, that front foot is down the track in a flash.
Well played, beautifully played. That's that whip on the onside to the straight delivery for four. All the way along the ground that time. I don't think he's going to get caught at backward square leg today.
And now the no ball's called and it's gone for six. Seen this cut shot played a few times now by both these players. This time it's Tendulkar, and it's gone 15 rows back.
So which means it's about a 74-meter hit. The second time a six has been hit in that area is the shorter part of the ground. And that's the problem that the faster bowlers have had today.
That's away. That's going to go not to the fence. He's going to be able to pick up. Oh, yes, it is to the fence. Goodness me, that is very, very sloppy. That brings Tendulkar to his feet.
Well, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Cameramen scattering all over the place. Hard and flat.
Well, we've seen some flat sixes in this innings. This one coming from Tendulkar. Now, it's been a while since I've seen him play in this fashion. He's always been a great lofter of the spinners, but he hasn't tried it too often these days.
Oh, he's hit that out. What a wonderful catch. What a simply wonderful catch. Tendulkar needed height on it, didn't get it, was beautifully caught.
Well, he hasn't been able to get a lot of height on some of those pull shots, and this time he didn't find the gap. Still needed a bit of catching. It was powerfully hit. Well, fortunately, that Oboya brother is tall. It's David Oboya. He's the tallest of them, and he held on well.
Sachin made himself useful with the ball too, picking up 2 wickets, including the crucial one of Steve Ticolo.
And it is a huge one. It's Australia versus India. Both teams have been in remarkable form in this World Cup. We're coming to you from the Bullring in Johannesburg. The Wanderers in front of 36,000 people.
314 matches, a staggering record. And the man with him is also a dangerous player, hasn't quite...
Pull shot. Off the mark is Tendulkar. The crowd has gone berserk here. Lots of Indian supporters. It's running away towards the boundary. It should be 4, and it's 4. There's the start.
Interesting. Never looks to do this against Glenn McGrath, Sachin Tendulkar. But it's a shortish length, and I'm sure a premeditated shot where he had decided, looking at the pitch, anything short in length, that's where he's looking to score aggressively. And didn't bounce high enough as well, so he got the inside half of the bat. That's the way to start for India. We've got to get the boundaries early, show the Australians that they're very serious about the run chase.
Oh, it's gone high. It's going to be out caught and ball by Glenn McGrath. It is. That is it. That is the big one they won in Australia. They've got Sachin Tendulkar in the first over. Glenn McGrath has got him again like he did in an important game, the '99 World Cup.
Well, look at the celebrations. They know how important this wicket is. Tendulkar deciding in this over that anything short in leg is going to play the full shot. This was short, not very short, mind you. Misjudged the pace. I think he just misjudged the pace, came onto him quickly. In the end, cramped for time and place to play that shot. Simple catch to McGrath.
A mere miscued pull was all it took for Tendulkar's World Cup final to land in McGrath's waiting hands. He was out for 4, and with him ended the Indian hopes at the Cup. What a World Cup it was for Sachin Tendulkar. All in all, he scored 673 runs at an average of 61.18 and made a century and 6 50s. Picked up 3 Man of the Match awards. Tendulkar is now also the heaviest scoring batsman in the World Cup history. Undebatably the deserving winner of the Player of the Tournament trophy.